Hey, what's up, guys? So that win yesterday got me close to 500, and as you can see, Doolum is right here, close to 500 as well. I don't see anybody else that I know. Things switch around a lot. Well, Gorilla, of course, he's in the matchmaking. Oh, Doradic is here, and so those guys are already in the top 5. And Skin Beef, I've lost him a few times. Let's see. I've definitely seen Gerald's name before, but I think I may be battled him. I can't remember. And let's see. So we'll go down. Prime Time 007 is my old captain. Man, we played together for years. At least a good 3.5 years, almost 4 years, I guess. And Walking Hate. So we eat pizza. I see that guy a lot. So we battled a couple times. I know he spanked me pretty good. I do remember that. And Glass Gloss. Seen that name a lot. Let's see. So there's a lot of guys. I guess we're all hanging out here together. We'll probably all be around the same spot mostly. So this is matchmaking. And I guess it's a benefit that I didn't drop any rooms, or it almost wasn't, because Brian and Gorilla were close to each other with scores, and I almost got Gorilla. Not that I'm trying to avoid him, because most likely I will be going against him if he beats Doolum, and I got a lot of confidence in Doolum. But Doolum here is 71 mil and 3.8 mil STP, and Gorilla is 180 mil, 4.1 mil STP. And so I'm going against Brian. And Brian is 140 mil, 4 mil STP. And here are my stats. And so I just want to highlight my old captain here. He came on near the end of my run with my alliance, but he was probably one of our best. And he did great in war. And Stan Lee, he's 69 mil, getting close to 3.8. So my guess is he's coming up on getting a Mephisto soon, as well as Doolum, if he didn't already have them. So room 1 is something Desir put in his video over the weekend. And one of his subscribers messaged him back and let him know that the room held, did very well. And he let me know that just yesterday. So I said, yeah, I'll try that, because what I wanted to do is give a try to this Illuminati team. And so I put them in there with the Black Panther 1 mil in this room, in room 4. And so we'll try that out. We're going to do the Old Man Logan and his crew in 3. And we still have Scroll, Hive Mind in 4, and the Wakanda with Shuri in 6. Or I guess Scroll, Hive Mind in 5. So my first thought to try to balance my attacks was to use Masters of Evil here. And Desir said, no, just use your new warriors here. That's going to be better. And then work on room 5. That was my plan with the Masters of Evil. So that's kind of how it started out. And as you guys will see, this attack went very smoothly. So Masters of Evil definitely works here, whether they have the M in there or not. And we're talking about straight hive mind. And clearly the best play is do not call the bots. as you'll see from me calling the bots. Boneheaded mistake here. And so my thought was if I controlled the Void Knight and killed the Red Goblin, I'd be fine, because then Red Goblin can't bring anybody back. And perhaps that would have been a great play without calling the bots. But just take a look to see how this plays out. And so here, being one-track minded, instead of not calling the bots, I said, well, let's do the vice versa and let's kill the Void Knight, because we got him pretty low, and if we focus on him, then we might get better results. Which, once again, the better plan would have been do not call the bots. So I think from this you can see that whether you kill the Void Knight first or you kill the Red Goblin first, if you not call the bots, this is a pretty easy battle to win. And so with this sequence of attacks, since I don't need Vulture with my Cabal, it's like, let me throw in Vulture. I've seen Pat, Updog, Zero, Sham work this attack plenty of times with the Vulture, and it's just so smooth and easy going. And I don't even remember if I used to use it. I've been using Vulture so long on offense. Well, I've been using Vulture so long with Cabal. But you'll see how smoothly this goes with Vulture. So one of the big things I remember about going against Brian before is that his Spider Society is huge and very hard to beat. Even if they have a Vol in here, I'm not expecting it to be an easy go. And so I'm just loading in my Cabal, like, hey, go Cabal, go Cabal. And so what I want you to look at is I don't change the ISOs. I have Lizard as Skirm and Archangel as Striker. And I didn't even notice that. I think I saw the Skirm, but my brain was so focused on beat his Spider Society that I did not change it. And you see right there, I still had a chance to change it and didn't do it. So that's a super boneheaded mistake. Remember, if you have Cabal, you need Raiders. And as you see, there are no crits. And so my Cabal is not going. So with anxiety, frustration, and no real reason for a sense of urgency, I just jumped right back in. I didn't analyze the attack. I did not catch anything that I had done wrong. And I was like, oh, it must have been Archangel. I'm going to put in Morgan. I saw how much they were going, and maybe it's assists and da-da-da. Brain rambling. Now, the key thing that I'm trying to do, learning from Zero, Pat, Updog, and Sham, is that in their teachings, go back and learn from my own mistakes. And then when I go in, I can go back and make adjustments, because when you're learning from guys that are better than you are, you can get their help and then go back and do something on your own. And it's very important, or you're really not getting better. They're just winning everything for you. So once again, you see the mistakes here. They're the same exact mistakes. The only difference is that somehow my Cabal got a chance to get going and it salvaged what I had to get a win. So in shuffling things around, I was able to free up Apoc for this room. And it's like, well, if you're going with Apoc, I was at the time feeling a little pressure about needing to have like some of the tunes revived. So it's like, okay, go in with Dorm, that'll be safe. And then you get Weaver. And probably I could have gone in with 99, but I'm thinking, hey, Doom will get his ult. If he gets killed, Dorm's going to bring him back. And so that was the plan. But let's just take a look and see how this plays out. So I'm not sure if Apoc was needed on 6. I felt safer there and safer not using him in 4. But I've seen guys have some success using Apoc in 4, even though he may not get to his ult in time to make a big difference, especially when you have a pretty good sized Black Knight in there. And my hope was Secret Defenders could do well because it seems like this would be a good room for them on defense. I'm not so sure it's a good room for them on offense, as after I did this attack, I helped someone else with this room, and it didn't go so well, so we had to add like a super scroll and go in a second time. The main thing is, at least if you go in to this and you have a fail, or you plan to sack, it appears that once you sack it, you can just go in with Pegasus and clean it up. Or perhaps you may go in Pegasus first and sack, and then you could come in with something like this team, which will be a bit stronger without a Black Knight tearing them apart. So I pulled it out, boneheaded mistakes and all. And something Up Dog said once is, just keep playing for the win. Because there was a moment there where I thought about like, oh, this is going to be over. The best I could do was have 2 drops and still beat on efficiency. And so I dropped 3 and he dropped 3 and I still beat him on efficiency. So that's part of the game. Just keep pushing, keep grinding, and find a way to get it done. And this one was a little bit of luck on my side. Even using the wrong ISOs here. Zero said, yeah, that was a boneheaded mistake. You probably would have done better using your Superior 6 here and your Cabal here. And I said, yeah, that's pretty crucial. As well as Darth was saying, your better play would have been to not summon the bots. And my thought at the time was the bots were giving me speed up. But you can see how the bots caused me to almost lose twice. So lessons learned, and just got to try it differently. Got to take a chance and try it differently to even have a shot at better results. But that's it for this one, guys. I got the win. We'll see what happened between Duelim and Gorilla, and I will get ready for this next one. Okay, guys. Ciao.